encouraging, and she gave my wrist a squeeze. "We'll just have to pick something up from another supervillain. I bet we won't even have to steal anything. We can buy what we need." We had more money than God, that's for sure, and not much to spend it on without tipping off my parents. Ray adjusted his book bag with one arm and looked across me at Claire. "All the bio-inventing villains die, or give it up after transforming themselves." Claire's eyes lit up. They both had that look. It was superpower geek-out time. I grinned despite myself as Claire started chattering out a list. True. Judgment killed Plague, and blew up his lab. Nidaria's transformation left her too stupid to keep experimenting. Morning Dove has the bad doctor's equipment. I put my foot down on that one. She's also got his head in a display box. We are not stealing from her. Ray picked up Claire's list where she left off, but with a more distant, thoughtful tone. "There's a continent and half an ocean between us and Moreau's lab. It's been 100 years, and no one's found Red Panacea Clinic's headquarters." Claire lifted her chin, looked smug, and sounded smugger. "I'll take a meeting with the expert. He'll know something." I gave her a raised eyebrow and wrinkled up my nose. Do you know how creepy it is when you go to dinner with a 40-year-old man? Shame was an emotion Claire Loutre did not experience. She made a dismissive poof noise and rolled her eyes. "The expert is 100% professional. Even if he wasn't, my power would shut him down." True enough. Claire's greatest regret was that her power made her cheek-pinchingly adorable, not sexy. Little Miss Shameless gave me a sudden, wicked grin and added, "I'm not the one who's in danger." Criminy! Could they see my cheeks burning? Yes, Ray and I were kinda sorta dating. We hadn't worked it out before Christmas break ended. He would never mean to hurt me, but I got real nervous real fast with a boyfriend stronger than a weightlifter, faster than a martial artist, and more lecherous than Casanova. Grinning just as slyly as Claire didn't help Ray. Worse, it looked good on him. The black clothes, rail-thin frame, and fluffy, sandy hair blended into evil geek charm. On top of that, I liked him. A lot. Like, as a person. A friend. He laughed so much, was so smart, and had gotten me into so much fun supervillain trouble. Why he preferred mousy, brown-haired, pigtailed me instead of platinum-blonde goddess Claire I could not fathom, and wasn't going to complain about. With great relief, I got to duck the whole topic. We had arrived at English class. Advanced English was a daily reminder of how weird it felt coming back to school after a month spent as a supervillain. We'd hardly been back a week, and I couldn't focus on Song of Roland at all. Yes, Song of Roland is the most stupefyingly boring book ever inflicted on children, teenagers, or the entire human race. Animal Farm had been anything but boring, and I had barely gotten a B on that. The book wasn't the problem. Sitting in a quiet classroom full of kids with superpowers all pretending to be normal humans just felt weird. Ray, Claire, and I were all here, although Mrs. Harpy had been smart enough to split us up. So was Marcia, a.k.a. Miss A, sidekick to the original, who wasn't original in any way I could tell. The kind of tanned blonde with a nasty, shallow personality that Alea is supposedly full of, Miss A had gotten me into this supervillain mess. She still shot me, Claire, and especially Ray nasty looks every time our paths crossed. I was pretty sure she'd figured out our secret identities, but she couldn't tell anybody. Even a vicious little dog like her knew better than to get personal. Anyway, we could squash her like a bug if she made trouble, and she knew it. Marcia didn't have any powers. She was just pretty good at martial arts. Not good enough. She was too vain and angry to have real discipline. I'd met the martial arts big boys, and they liked fast thinkers and fast movers. Master Scorpion wouldn't have given her a second glance. 2 chairs away from me sat Claudia, who had enough superpowers for the entire